welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Dasha, and today I'm going to be doing a recap of episode 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race season 13. So we pick up the episode where the last one left off with the winning group of queens feeling very relieved that nobody went home during their episode, and Simone, of course, feeling elated after the feedback that she got from RuPaul about her having star power, which she very much deserves. Yeah, she's amazing. So after that, we pick up with the other group of queens who lost their lip syncs in the first episode. And the episode pretty much has the same format, similar challenges to what the winning group of queens went through. So first up, they have a fashion show with the two categories being Lady and the Vamp. This is where we kind of pick up on Kimura, and yeah, just the fact that her time management skills are really not up to par, which is I was very surprised by that. One of the other queens, I think Denali, remarked that that she can take up to like 5 or 6 hours to get ready sometimes, and I was like, this is a competition. Like there are strict time limits on these challenges. And I was worried for her, but I was also like, come on, girl, get it together. So yeah, my favorite looks from the lady category were Rosé. She came out in this kind of pop art inspired look. It was like a mix of Kandinsky, Picasso, and Liechtenstein. I really liked it. It really stood out amongst all the other outfits. And then I really liked Utica Queen's outfit. I think in this episode, throughout this whole episode, I've loved all her looks. I think she has a really unique style and innovative technique to her makeup as well. But she came out in this like mod 60s type outfit with these kind of like, I don't know, plastic balls coming off of the dress, but the fabric of the dress was really trippy, of course 60s inspired, with these kind of transparent plastic cutouts on the side of the dress, which made it look really cool. I really liked it. My honorable mentions for the lady category was Kimura. I actually think, despite the time management issues, even though I was a bit embarrassed for her, she came out in a very polished, beautiful look. It was kind of all white, sort of inspired, I guess, by like British royalty, Kate Middleton. But yeah, for the how much time she was taking and the actual like makeup look, it was really unnecessary for her to take that much time. I don't know if it was nerves or she's just so used to like taking as much time as she needs to get ready. Yeah, that really halted her during the prep for it. And then the other sort of honorable mention for that category I had was Tamisha. I quite liked Tamisha Iman. I liked her look as well. It was like this flowy kind of raspberry colored jumpsuit, but it looked really good, even though it was kind of old-fashioned, but still good. Yeah, still really good. And then moving on to the Vamp category. So my favorites were Denali and Rosé. Denali came out in this like 50s glam, kind of vampiric, gothy look. It's a little bit spooky. My favorite detail on the dress, like it was in this kind of translucent gray black color, but my favorite detail was she was wearing these gloves that made it look like her arms were burnt up to like about her elbow, and I really, really liked the effect on that. So yeah, really, really cool look. And then Rosé came out in a really in another interesting look. She came out in this kind of red and black structured caged outfit. So she had sort of skirt detailing which was caged, and then also the detailing on her hat also had like this cage effect on it, which was really cool. And I really liked the red leather patent thigh-high boots she had on. Yeah, it was a stunning look amongst all the other ones, so that was one of my favorites as well. And after this mini challenge, we kind of pick up with the queens, just talking amongst each other, getting to know each other. And it comes up, yeah, that Tamisha, so they kind of compare their ages, and Tamisha is 49. And she actually has like 3 biological kids, which everyone is really surprised by. She also has her own like drag family, and during that segment, yeah, she brought up her drag daughter Tandy Iman, who sadly passed away in 2005, but she came out with a performance in 2001, which became like a viral hit on the internet and stuff, and so everyone remembers that video, and they're like, oh, that was her, that was her. So it was good to shed light on her and give her a legacy on the show as well. And then moving on to the Maxi challenge, so pretty much like the same as last week. The queens have to write their own rap verse, and then choreograph the dance sequence to one of RuPaul's songs. So the song that was given to them was Phenomenon. And Tamisha kind of pulled an Elliot this episode, where she is a dancer, like she knows how to do choreography, but she kind of let the other queens kind of struggle for a bit and choreograph it themselves. So it was pretty much Rose, Denali, and Joey J that took the lead on choreographing everything, yeah, and directing the other queens. But I think Tamisha did really well to step in at the right time, because she saw that Kimura was actually struggling. Kimura is not really a dancer. Like, she couldn't even do the 8 count. Like, she didn't know what that was. So Tamisha, yes, stood in and kind of reined in everyone and kind of helped to simplify things, so Kimura could also shine in the performance and not let the other team members down. So that was a really good move on her. Yeah, and just shows her maturity. So I really appreciated that. Yeah, just throughout this whole episode, I was really yeah, impressed by Tamisha's just grace and maturity, and how she offered words of wisdom to the other queens. Yeah, she's pretty much the mother hen. And although there's this, like, I guess, ageist kind of mentality within the drag culture, it just shows, yeah, that no matter what age you are, you can still be beautiful, you can still be polished and be at the top of your game. And I think Tamisha is very much showing that within this competition, and that came out as well in her runway, which we'll get to a little bit later. So in the performance, I didn't think it was as strong as the last week's group, but my favorites were Denali and Utica Queen. Denali started off the routine, and it was such a strong kickoff. I think if you want to make a statement, Denali should definitely start it off. She's just so fierce, so confident, knows exactly what she needs to do to slay the house down, and she absolutely did that. Yeah, I couldn't keep my eyes off of her. Yeah, she just demands your attention. Yeah, so I love her attitude up on the stage and just throughout this whole competition. And then Utica Queen's, yeah, like solo was really fun as well. I really liked her avant-garde kind of 80s aerobics outfit. Yeah, I think she's one to look out for in this competition as well. We'll see. We'll see what other talents she has. But then moving on to the runway, so the category was sheer, and my favorites were Kimura Hall. She came out in this outfit, which was like a nude bodysuit. It was bedazzled, so If you think like Britney Spears, the Toxic video, mixed with Cher and Bob Mackie, I think she really is inspired by Cher's collaborations with Bob Mackie and the outfits, that she would wear on red carpets and things like that. But yeah, that was a very beautiful look. I really liked the cape and how it was in this lavender hue, and how it worked with the nude bodysuit on the bottom. Yeah, I thought the whole outfit was really really beautiful. But yeah, she is a look queen. That's what she's known for. But I also can't wait to see how she progresses in this competition. And then Tamisha, I was also, yeah, really impressed by her look. It was very classic, but just the details on it really made it stand out, despite it, I guess, seeming maybe a bit basic to some or like not as innovative. I think it's a more classic kind of approach to drag, and she is an older queen, so I guess she's, yeah, kind of more or less used to that style, but she did it really, really well. It was a classic gown with like a bit of retro like detailing, with the ruffle, big ruffle detail on the front, and she actually made the dress herself, which was really, really impressive. And I think she actually says she makes all of her outfits, which is amazing. Yeah, not everyone can do that, and she can do it, and it looks that great. Yeah, kudos to her. But yeah, my favorite part on her outfit was the skirt. It had like these encrusted glitter dots on it, and it was flowy, and it definitely gave that like sheer illusion. It was perfection. I really really liked that one. And then I really enjoyed Utica Queen's outfit as well. She came out in this kind of hippie, flowy kind of dress with all these fabric patches, kind of reminiscent of Stevie Nicks. But it was innovative and unique, and I really like the dotted pattern makeup that she had on for it as well. It worked really well with some of the patterns on the dress. Once the runway came to a close, the top two queens were named to be Denali and Rose, and same as last week, there were no bottoms, and the top two lip synced for a $5,000 tip. Yeah, so they lip synced to If You Seek Me by Britney Spears, and yeah, Denali just, yeah, she was amazing. Once again, she just has this confidence about her. Of course, yeah, she's an ice skater. Yeah, she knows dance choreography, but she had quite a different approach to it compared to Rose. Rose's like performance of it was more comedic, but Denali was just pure like fierce energy. And actually, the way she looked and the makeup and everything, she kind of reminded me of Violet Chachki a bit in her look and her attitude. But yeah, the key word for that performance was like confidence. I really really liked it for that. So Denali ended up winning the episode. No one's going home. And we'll wait to see what happens in the next episode. So it's pretty much now, nobody's safe. They're kind of, from the next episode, queens will start to get eliminated, and they're pretty much bringing them together with the queens of the other group. I'm actually wondering if they kind of put this structure together for the sake of like quarantine and COVID, just to kind of have less people in the room. I wonder if that had something to do with it. But nevertheless, yeah, we got to know all the queens a lot better, being separated in these two groups. So we can kind of have like our favorites, and can see each queen's like strengths. And see what happens in the upcoming episodes. Yeah, where the stakes are on again. People will be leaving. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the Untucked episode. Yeah, pretty much it's kind of similar vibes to last week's Untucked. all of the queens in this group, because it is a smaller group, they do get on really well. There was a really supportive vibe amongst all of them, even though yeah, some of them are outright saying like, yeah, we didn't really come here to make friends, you know, we came here to win, but we'll be friendly unless it's required to step up and step up for yourself. Yeah, and the highlight of it was getting to know more about Kimura. So yeah, she really has like a fair bit of like self-confidence issues, and she's experienced difficulties with like fully accepting herself and her art, you know, being a drag queen, because in part of her boyfriend of 8 years, she says that he's not very accepting of her being a drag queen. And as a result, yeah, she doesn't do drag very often, and I think yeah, that hinders her in this competition, as what we've seen with the time management issues and the fact that she's not as confident in herself because she doesn't do this as often. Nonetheless, yeah, her makeup skills and when she does put something together, it actually looks great. But yeah, I'm just wondering whether she's able to pull through in this kind of competitive environment, with, you know, just pretty much being known as a look queen. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm rooting for her. I think she's a very sweet person. And yeah, I feel quite sorry for her, and how alone she is, and what she does, because not only being, you know, a drag queen and kind of experiencing some difficulties with her boyfriend not really accepting what she does and kind of making her feel like that she can't do this as often, is her parents as well. Like, they don't know that she does drag at all, and yet don't accept her as a gay man, which is, yeah, it's a very difficult existence to lead. And I think she found solace and comfort in the group of queens around her, and they were very supportive, and grateful, yeah, that she's here in the competition, and she gets to do what she loves. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know who your favorites are thus far. I still kind of prefer the previous group, but we'll see how they work together once this group and the previous week's group get combined. Yeah, my tops are still Simone, Elliot with two T's, Denali. I think those are going to be my top three for now. Yeah, I think those ones stand out the most for me. But I'm really excited for the next episode and can't wait to see, yeah, what challenges Ru throws the girls' way. All right, thank you. Bye bye.